Well, thank you so much for helping my project. Could you say a couple of words about yourself?
I'm Pratik and I'm from India. And I had been knowing you for more than 20 years. I have seen you growing on internet with internet. When internet was just starting, then there was only some web pages, blogs, and you have been doing podcast and things like that for Hindi. Since then, I know you, and now you are doing something about moon mission. So, what do you want to ask about that?
I guess, first of all, did you know that NASA is planning to send astronauts back to the moon?
Yeah, I have been hearing this from so long, and NASA from many years has not done that, no?
But I
So,
guess, now they're actually have astronauts that they're training. They have a rocket that's been built. So they're actually in the process of doing it, um, you know.
when NASA is planning for that?
Well, originally, whenever I started this project, they were planning to have astronauts on the surface of the moon by the end of 2024 this year, which is
Okay,
why
this,
I'm interviewing people every day, but it's gotten delayed.
yeah,
So they're planning to have four astronauts go around the moon in 2025 and then have them land on the moon in 2026.
okay. So that is very good. So
What
are
do you think
go-
about it? You were saying you think it's pretty good, so I guess you're supportive of it.
sending a man to moon particularly, or question like other thing?
Sending people to the moon in particular.
People means astronaut, na?
Yes.
Astronaut. Actually, whenever we see on the sky, moon is the nearest thing which we can see, and everyone has fascination in poems and dreams and things like that. So when we were so young kids, we have heard that on somewhere on 1960s, na, Apollo mission men were on the moon, hai na? So even we were not born about that time. When again person go there, lot of technology is now there. That time images were just black and white, very blurry. Now we can see live how they are landing there. So that will be really fascinating, na? And very wonderful. Even uh, Mars mission, Moon mission. India is also doing Chandrayaan, landing on Moon. So many things like that. But when a man land there and we see him doing live, so that will be really great.
And
And like
yeah, I mean, like you mentioned, the technology is so much better. We'll actually maybe
I
feel
know,
like we're there too.
now this time it will be very thrilling because technology when Mars rover NASA just sent a rover on the Mars, na. Then at that time, live images of that landing is shown. I have also seen that. But technology was not so good, so images were blurry. But now we are talking like that, you are sitting with me. Nowadays, technology is so much advanced, na? When we used to talk by audio, by sending recorded messages, chats, etc. But in 20 years, technology has been so much advanced. And when we talk about moon mission, then definitely there will be something new which we will going to know about the moon and the entire universe by that mission. So that will be very great, man.
Now, when you think about how it might progress over the next 200 years, do you think in 200 years we have people living their lives on the moon and Mars and in space? Or do you think we're only here
We
on the
are having,
Earth?
yeah, already we are having a space station. People are living on a space station, docking there. Sunita Williams is stuck there for so many days, and so already people are living in a space station. So a station kind of thing should be launched there in moon itself, so that they go and stay there. And it all depends upon the facilities. मतलब rich people, your Elon Musk, his SpaceX agency, they are developing something planes which can land on moon and come back to Earth. So if such kind of technology develop, like you are coming to India and we are going to USA, definitely one day people will be going to moon, Mars, and coming back to here. And definitely there will be technology which will be speed will be so much higher by that time, so that if it is taking 4 or 5 days to go to moon, By that time, it might take 4 hours to go to moon. So definitely it is possible. But for research purpose, even space station kind of things could be developed over there on moon itself. People are purchasing lands on moon by an anticipation that one day they will own that land, or their son, their future son, they will be owning that land. So anything is possible in this world. Anything is possible.
If you could, would you take a trip to space?
It will need lot of money, na? Plenty of money. If NASA is going to sponsor and pick me, and then definitely you will say no. Huh?
Well, SpaceX is planning to use their rockets to transport people on the Earth. So you could go
Yeah,
from, you know, India to the United States in 30 minutes. And they say
yeah.
they could be, it would cost about the same as a first class airline ticket. So, you know, it's a lot of money, but the same token, it's not an impossible amount of money.
No, well, definitely one should be open for such kind of things. When that chance will come, when the facilities will be there, then definitely everyone should try for that if they can afford. What about you? You have been going to NASA and many programs I have been seen. I have seen you doing there. So how you are connected with all these activities? Just out of
Me,
passion?
just out of passion mainly. I did get a job since starting this project, working for NASA,
Yeah,
in mission control on the space station program. So
yeah,
our
yeah.
team is responsible for the solar arrays and electrical power system and the external thermal control systems of the International Space Station, and operating that, and dealing with any type of things that might come up. Uh, but I am, like my coworkers, a lot of them are involved in these types of programs. So it's been kind of neat to get a little bit closer to the action, and
But
get a little bit more close to it. But yeah.
I have seen so many students. You have been educating them, encouraging them about all these things. Now I have seen you in your Facebook page. So that's really, I just like the way you are doing things. And I would appreciate if someday you will be connected with pupils and students in our area, so that they know about your ambition, and they just got to know how they can visit NASA and got some scholarship and things like that. That will be really wonderful. So, but your passion is still intact. You are doing a lot of things, and so really, matlab, every day you are taking an interview of a person every day, or
every
just
day every day since December of 2019, and I'm
uh,
wrapping up at the end of this year. So that have been 5 years straight of talking to a new person each day.
okay? How many interviews? Any website you are posting
Uh,
it?
yes, so I have a website, countdowntothemoon.org. I'll send you the link to it, and I've just been posting them. So I've had about 1,700 interviews so far
1700, and time how much? For 5 years, no?
for 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
So you are connecting them by internet, or how? You must be by internet, no?
My original plan was to do them all in person with people that I would see, like on the streets and stuff like that. But then COVID happened, and
Yeah.
I couldn't interview in person. So then I started reaching out to people online.
Zoom things all came after COVID, na? So definitely, and you have been doing interview. You have told me you have taken interview of Rupert Snell, na? Teach
Yes.
Hindi. Yeah.
Well, Rupert Snell, for my Learn Hindi podcast,
Yeah,
but not
yeah,
for
yeah.
this. I would like to interview him about the space. I wonder what his perspective would be.
We were at that time where very few person who were doing this podcast online things. Nobody was thinking that internet could grow such a long way, na? There was no Facebook, no Instagram by that time. You are doing your own podcast and doing things like that. It was a time, na? Now we are talking face to face. things are so easy. But by that time, and still you are taking things to another level, your moon mission. Now, by that time, you were on Earth. Now you are going to Moon, then to Mars, and one day you will be catching hand with Voyager, है ना? Wherever it
Oh
is.
my goodness. Catching a Voyager. That would be something.
Huh?
Mm.
So, still working in NASA or?
Yes. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
where I am.
No? So that is really wonderful to know that you are still working with NASA. So I would
Yeah, this
definitely.
this project's completely a personal project, but unrelated to my work with NASA. But it's you know, what I want to do is get more people interested in where humanity could go, and maybe focus on all the opportunities we have, and
Ah,
as opposed to just feeling like everybody should be able to take a step towards a better future, and
definitely.
we should encourage each other to find out what that step is and to take it.
Yeah. Yeah. So anything else you want to ask?
No, that's it. I'll go ahead and stop the recording. Thank you so much.
And once you have finished, you have stopped recording?
Not yet. Here we go.